Thanksgiving has always been about more than food on the table or family gathered around the TV. It's a day built on tradition, emotion, and moments that bring people together. And this year, the NFL is raising the bar. On November 27th, 2025, three massive halftime shows will take over three different games, and the artists headlining them couldn't be more iconic. Jack White, Post Malone, and Lil Jon. Three completely different worlds, all sharing one unforgettable holiday stage. The day starts in Detroit, where Jack White, the legendary frontman of the White Stripes, is coming home. For Detroit fans, this isn't just a performance, it feels like a homecoming celebration. White grew up in the city. His sound, his style, his entire creative identity was shaped here, and now he's returning to perform on one of the biggest football days of the year, during the Lions game against the Green Bay Packers. But the story gets even better. The halftime show is being executive produced by Eminem and his longtime manager, Paul Rosenberg, part of a multi-year partnership to create unforgettable Thanksgiving performances in Detroit. When Eminem puts his name on something, especially in his hometown, you know the goal is to make it special. Even the announcement felt like a piece of art. A vinyl being pressed at Third Man Records, the label spinning as Jack White's name appears. Simple, retro, authentic, exactly his style. And before the game even begins, gospel icon CeCe Winans will perform the national anthem. That's the kind of lineup that doesn't just hype the game. It sets a tone for the entire day. But Detroit is just the beginning. Later, everything shifts to Texas, and the spotlight lands on Post Malone. He's headlining the Cowboys vs. Chiefs halftime show, and for him, this moment hits close to home. He grew up in Texas, he grew up as a Cowboys fan, and now, he's stepping onto their field not as a kid watching from the stands, but as the star of the show. His announcement video said it all, wearing a cowboy jacket, driving a semi-truck into Dallas, and saying,
"Bigger is always better." You know what I mean?
It's pure Post Malone. Playful, bold, and full of personality. But what makes this performance stand out is its purpose. Post Malone's show kicks off the Salvation Army's annual Red Kettle campaign. This isn't just music, it's charity, hope, and a reminder of what the holidays are really about. Post even said he's honored to help bring hope to people who need it most. And honestly, that sincerity is part of why fans love him. He shows up with heart. Then, as the night game begins in Baltimore, the energy flips entirely, because Lil Jon takes the stage during the Ravens vs. Bengals halftime show. If Jack White brings the art, and Post Malone brings the emotion, Lil Jon brings the fire, the energy, the hype. Lil Jon's performances have one purpose: get you moving, get you shouting, bring you into the moment. He's the kind of artist who doesn't just perform, he transforms the atmosphere. And as if that wasn't enough, the national anthem before the game will be performed by Tony Award winner Renee Elise Goldsberry from Hamilton, a soulful voice leading into a high-octane halftime. When you look at the full lineup, Jack White, Post Malone, Lil Jon, it almost feels like the NFL is designing a musical journey. Rock, heart, hype, three sounds, three moods, three different cities, all connected by the same holiday, and that's what makes this Thanksgiving feel special. Each performance reflects something meaningful. In Detroit, it's a tribute to legacy and hometown roots. In Dallas, it's music fused with charity and emotional connection. And in Baltimore, it's pure celebration, a halftime party millions will experience from their living rooms. The NFL knows Thanksgiving games pull in huge audiences. But this year, they're turning the halftime shows into cultural moments, something fans will remember long after the final whistle. Jack White's return to Detroit feels personal, powerful, and artistic. Eminem's involvement elevates it further, because when two of Detroit's most iconic artists come together, it's bigger than football. Post Malone's performance carries the weight of purpose. Not just entertainment, but contribution. His fans will tune in for the music, but millions more will be reminded to give, to care, to help. And Lil Jon closes the night with energy that cuts through screens. His style is loud, fun, and unforgettable. The perfect way to wrap up a full day of football, food, and celebration. So this Thanksgiving, if you tune in at any point, morning, afternoon, or night, you're not just watching halftime. You're watching a holiday event crafted around music, emotion, and culture. A day where three artists from three different worlds share one national spotlight. Mark the date. November 27th, 2025. Detroit gets the guitar, Dallas gets the heart, Baltimore gets the hype, and fans everywhere get one of the most exciting Thanksgiving entertainment lineups the NFL has ever put together.